Morning. Last coffee until we head out to London. It's the spot.
All right, so to continue our trip, this video here is about London, England. That's right. If you've been following along with the other videos, I was traveling in Switzerland, 4 different beautiful cities that we were able to basically scour the entire area of just the sightseeing action that we were a part of. And then we took a train from Lausanne, Switzerland to Paris, France. And we were there for another spectacular 4 days. And then finally here to London, England. And again, guys, like I mentioned in other videos, you know, my wife, she had been to Europe a few times, but for me, this was the first trip that I've been to Europe. And so it was spectacular every second of the trip. I try to document it as much as I can. And let me tell you, we ran into an obstacle already from the time of going from Paris to London, and that is we missed our train. And I've got a story to share about that and how you can avoid it if you're traveling to London from Paris like we did. So don't make the same mistake as us. Yeah, you can see my face here. Yeah, that's how I felt when we finally got on the train to get to our destination, London, England. So let me tell you about what happened.
Okay, so we're here in Paris at Gare du Nord, the main terminal here in Paris. We ran into a little bit of a mishap. Make sure you can avoid what we went through, you don't have to deal with. Because I want to tell you, right here you see the Eurostar ticket. See? We had to go in there and purchase another ticket because we missed our train at 10:13 a.m. Technically, we did not miss it. We got here about 10:01. Apparently, there's a check-in procedure when going to London. So when you do check in, or if it says on the screen check in, you better go and check in. The reason why is because it's a process, and because Great Britain is not part of the European Union, you have to check in. It's a different process from Switzerland to Paris, where they didn't ask for a passport, there was no check-in process. So here we are. In line, had to pay a €50 replacement fee each. So I guess it's better than paying a brand new ticket, which would have been €130. So now we're in line in queue to catch our train. That's 1 hour later. At least they had seats for us.
So one of the cool things that ended up happening is that a close friend of mine who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm from, we hang out, we play tennis. Come to find out that we both had a very similar itinerary where he went on a solo vacation trip to London, and me and my wife just happened to be in London at the same time that he was there, and he surprised us by meeting us at the train station in London. While we were waiting on our luggage to get stored in one of the places there, we talked a little bit and we chatted. We went to a coffee shop and had a good time. He went off because basically he had to get to the airport and leave. That was his departure date, but for us, we had just arrived in London. So yes, coming out of the airport and into the beautiful sunshine and array of things that we could see and do there, we ran into some cool stuff. I mean, this Harry Potter building looked very cool. We didn't actually have a chance to go into it because we had so much to do in so little time. Another cool thing that happened was there was basically a Korean festival going on, which I thought, wow, what perfect timing. They had some amazing displays of LED art, massive screens, just planted everywhere, a 360 view it felt like. And then we went and ate some good food there. It felt like we were in Koreatown back in Duluth, Georgia, where we're from. So I was like, holy cow, other side of the world, and here we are. Some similar vibes that we got. Okie dokie. After a 2.5 hour train ride from Paris to London, we have arrived. And my wife is actually catching up with an old friend, a former co-worker from about
9 years ago. So they're at a coffee shop, and I took about a 15-minute subway over here to Camden Market. So that's where I'm at right now. Camden Market is jumping. You see all kinds of stores around me. You see, kind of reminds me of Itaewon in Korea, which is an international shopping district where there's a road here where you can walk, even though the cars are going by. It seems to be covered with people. And then on the sidewalks on the left and right side, they are just everywhere, teeming with people everywhere. It is a Saturday afternoon around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So as expected for a shopping area, shopping district. So check out some of the cool places.
Now, one of the coolest things that I have to say that I've ever been to was Camden Market. And man, what an amazing destination on our first day there. Wow, this place was chock full of people. I mean, a myriad of people from all backgrounds were there. Lots and lots of outdoor markets, things that you can buy. It kind of was reminiscent of Itaewon, I would say, which is also an outdoor market located in Seoul, South Korea, where it's very international friendly. Camden Market had those same vibes, but honestly, it was much better because that was just the first part. As you can see here, we're just walking down the streets and you see the people on both sides of the sidewalk. Once you make a left turn past the bridge, at a certain point, you start to notice things change for the better, and in a different way. You see a little river with some boats, more people walking down the narrow paths. You cutting through alleyways and corridors to get to different shops and restaurants, and they just had food of all different kinds there. I think I got pizza, and they had some other, I think like Turkish food or some kind of kebab as well that I got. And then they had another area of this Camden Market where it was just like all clothes, artwork, jewelry, all kinds of different fashion that you could purchase and look at. I went to this one candy shop that served ice cream. For some reason, that was my favorite place. I guess I have a sweet tooth and that's why. But that was a good experience as well.
Oh, you know I had to try ice cream. Here we go. Oh, this is the spot. Hans and Gretel, guys. You must check it out. In Camden Market, this is the place to be, y'all. This place is chomping. You guys gotta come here. If you are in London, you must come here.
There was a lot more that we have on our itinerary, which is going to be in the next video. So to end the day off in this video, it was basically just a whole bunch of goodness at Camden Market. And we took the train back to our hotel. And this is actually when we first checked in. It was already like around 6 or 7 p.m. So we ended up staying at Northfield's Ealing Hotel at Northfield Station. Literally, once you get out of the station, it's like a 1-minute walking distance across the street to get there. That was one of the reasons why we picked it, even though it was kind of far out of the central London area. We found a place that had a reasonable cost per night, and it was a pretty big room. We were a bit surprised, though, that we ended up booking a handicap room. Well, that was me who did that, but I don't think I realized it when I did it at the time. And fortunately, upon request, we were able to change to a different room. It had kind of a smoky smell, and it wasn't smoking room. It was non-smoking, yet it had that smell. Maybe it was because it was on the bottom level. We ended up getting onto the second floor, in a smaller, non-handicap room, but turned out to be much better. It was the bathroom that was the issue. Bathroom was kind of weird in the handicap room that even though it served handicapped people well, it seemed to have an adverse effect on us. So that was one of the reasons why we changed the rooms, and we slept. And then we went on another adventure on the next day, which you'll see in the next video. Like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I talk about all kinds of things related to my life, not just on our travels, but also here in Atlanta, Georgia. Catch you on the next video.